You know what? You have voice that you can work on fucking radio station. You know that? You have like really...
Was the old man voice something you had done before, or did you create it for this channel?
So many people did old people characters, and I don't use a voice changer until recently. I added the old lady, but I don't use that. So I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to keep a scammer on just being this. And we used to mess around. I used to do a lot of other ones that I could do. Now I'm older, so I can't do them. But if you watch some of the old stuff I did when I first started streaming, it was so bad. The old man's voice was terrible. It's hard to listen to for me, but it kind of evolved. And I wanted to make it a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more fun, and kind of trolly, and that's how it kind of came out, and it just worked out. It worked out.
The things that come out of your mouth, I'll never forget the first time I heard your mother is a transformer or something when the call was breaking up, and you have a way of slipping those things in there that they don't hear it because it's already so ridiculous. But yeah, I don't know. Your
sense of humor is booming and streaming and screaming every single time.
From my family. Everybody picks on everybody. Everybody is very sarcastic, and you have to have a lot of wit to hang around. So I picked up a lot of things when I was growing up, for sure.
Yeah.
Since we cannot talk cities, states, and anything, what is your ancestry? Can we talk about like where you came from? Where is your parents came from, or something like something?
Was it Russia? Because your accent, you could do the accent.
That will be freaking great.
I can talk about where I get this accent from, but
I'm telling you, Ryan.
So that is nothing to do with ancestry at all. In fact, but no, I just was a kid. I grew up in a very, very rural farming community, and so even to this day, like I live in a city, but if we have to go to the store, it's always, I need to go to town. Everything is go to town. And people laugh at that, but that's what it was. It was 20-minute drive into town, and just farmers and things like that. And I kind of bucked the trend and did the whole college thing, and I did the career thing and all that stuff. But family, it's just normal. I don't think there's anything special to our ancestry.
Were you always into cybersecurity, computery, like all these stuff?
Because you do virtual machine work with the scammers, right?
Yes,
so
how did you learn that?
Is that something you knew already, or did you?
No, I didn't. So that was, in fact, the first 6 months I think I streamed, I didn't use a VM. So I was getting mules a different way. I was really using a lot of manipulation stuff. And so eventually I'm like, all right, I got to do this. And then I didn't have a fake bank, so I had to get that all set up. So it just kind of evolved over time. I do have some technical background.
Nice.
So that helps. But some of the stuff that people are doing nowadays is so beyond my expertise. It's
when
hard.
we meet like freaking little geniuses like G9, Midnight, Nanovator, and we look at them, and I was like, oh my God, I'm 40 and I feel like I'm grandpa compared to the way they operate.
Yeah.
New generation growing up on all these gadgets, and it's...
So where did your connection with Chappy come in? Gotta talk shit about Chip Chap.
No, we're not talking any shit about Chappy.
Well... I didn't agree with it. I didn't sign that agreement. How long into your streaming, or like, because you guys kind of were working, because she introduced us to you. So I guess as far as I can remember, about you guys were already working together. Maybe not as much as you are now, but how did that happen?
Did she slide in your DM when you slide in her DM?
Did she send you feet pics, or did she ask you for feet pics?
All right, I've got some stories about Chappy. No,
all the tea.
No, it's kind of funny because Chappy's been around the community for a long time. So if you're part of all these chats and things, and then you guys talk about her, different streamers will talk about her, I'm like, that's who I need to be talking to, because I'm getting addresses, I'm getting bank accounts. Like, I need to talk to somebody. I was actually reporting stuff to a different group at the time, and I had been reaching out to Chappy. I don't remember how I was DMing her, but I was messaging, and I tease her about this because she's very protective, is a good word to use, and rightfully so. She's very guarded, and so it took a little bit of time, and then I just started flooding her with stuff like, I'm reporting this, and so finally one day she told me, she's like, I was just gonna get mad that I say this, but she's like, you've reported more to me this week than some people will do in a month. Like, it's incredible. Wow. How are you getting all this stuff? So that opened the door, and we continued to kind of talk through and kind of build that trust over time.
Relationship.
It's difficult though, because neither one of us go on camera. When we talk, it's always very focused on scam baiting. What's coming
subject.
up next? Yes. But it was funny because the first time she asked me to do a mule.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that was your first collab ever?
Yeah.
With Trilogy?
Yeah. With anything. Like I've never done any kind of collabs before.
I'm trying to remember what the first mule was that we did with you. Like what
It feels like we've done.
What was the backstory? Well,
So
that would
it
have been last year.
It was 2023 December.
Okay.
It was right after Thanksgiving, and I had 3 of them. But this is when nobody got one. You ended up getting one, and so
was it a house? We had a house.
I can't remember. It might have been.
It has to be.
It may have been. It must have been a house
Yeah.
if I got one, because then we were all trying.
And so I remember Deo, myself, and there were 2 other scam baiters that were also trying to pitch in on this.
That's right. Right at the end of that year.
Yeah. And so I'll never forget this. This is kind of, I'll fangirl a little bit. We were going to, you guys released it right around Christmas time, and we were going to like a Trans-Siberian concert or something. You guys were premiering at the same time. So I have my phone out and I'm like waiting for this to come on. And there's the first time that it was my old background and stuff, and I heard my voice, I freaked out. Like I really freaked out. I started getting all these DMs like, oh my gosh, little Bull is doing big things. Like it was so cool. Like that was a moment I'll never forget. And I'm so grateful to you guys for letting me do that.
Oh man. I remember what it was. It was the Santa with the guy with the flip flops.
That's what I thought.
That hopped over the.
Because when you said Christmas,
and
I like okay,
and we called him back and said that he's hostage.
Yeah.
But we
I
included.
spit on his fucking car, and you
That's
first,
right.
and you first.
That was the first scooter. So that was the
scooter.
birth of the scooter. That was the first time, because we kept in some of the other scam baiting because there were other scammers that were supposed to come. So yeah, that was a good house.
Our community embrace you like immediately,
As
like
they
you've
should.
always been here.
Oh, Squad is crazy awesome. Like they're so nice and welcoming with this stuff. It's
Selfishly,
it's awesome.
I think we have the best community viewers group on the entire internet. Like Squad,
it's
we
awesome.
are so grateful.
It's
but you, I mean, you fit right in. And as soon as I started going through like your scam baits and stuff with the voice, and I was just like, oh man, this is gonna be good.
I remember I was like walking my dog, Ruby Booby, and I was like, all right, let me sit for a second. So I sit down and open YouTube, and I see that you streaming. So I came to your live stream, and you like right in the middle of scam baiting, and you saw me, and you like immediately convert this conversation around me talking to a scammer, like, yeah, my friend, I can fly in the middle. I was like, fucking Bull. Dude, I was laughing. It's like you have that entertaining
Do you have an
personality
improv background at all?
No, none at all. People
Did you do
ask me
any
that.
acting?
No, I did in college one summer. I did have to take like theater 101, drama 101 as a requirement. That's it. That's it.
Oh, it just comes
It's fun.
naturally because you're great at it.
Natural
It's
nine.
Natural.
You're natural nine.
Do you remember then? Because we've done so many at this point. Do you remember what the first one was that we pulled off with a confrontation that you baited?
I think it was Houston. I think that was the first one because they were
That lady.
With Carol?
correct.
That was the
yes.
first
With a
one.
fucking
What a
I
way to
think
start.
I think that was the first one that came.
Finger on the trigger, Carol.
Yeah.
Right?
Finger your ass.
Because she said her finger was on the trigger.
She was holding fucking her
Yeah.
finger.
I remember that.
Houston. Yeah. So that would have been what, June of last year?
Imagine
When we were in-
disaster, and I know like it's I don't want to even laugh about this because that can happen or could have happened. Your first collab,
we get
and
shot.
we got shot. Imagine, Bull, how would you
Disaster.
feel? I sent that fucking scammer, and Art
God.
showed up with his dick in a box, and he got shot in the dick.
Oh, that was your real introduction to Trilogy. Dick in
Yeah.
a box.
Dick in a
Yes.
box.
But it was Chappy's
It scares
idea,
me.
right? Because didn't she say like something about a dick in a box, and we did it anyway?